Hey everybody, it's Oliver121496, and before I start off today's video, I just want to quickly apologize to you guys for not posting a video in like 2 to 2.5 months. It has just been a really crazy, hectic past 2 to 2.5 months. It started off, with holiday season, and then the holiday season ended, and then it was, getting back into a normal, regular routine schedule. And then through that, I started homeschooling, which was a totally new experience for me. I have been homeschooled, but it was like through my public school district. So I had a little bit of guidance about what I needed to do and things like that. But this year I've completely went to homeschooling by myself, where my mom and I are kind of like the teachers, and we're kind of the head of everything, and we're in control of everything, which was totally different for me, and it was kind of a new learning experience. And then while going all through that, I was just having and I still am having some medical setbacks, like having to change some medicines and things like that, and I wasn't feeling my greatest in the past 2 to 2.5 months. And I always like to be in the best mood possible for my YouTube videos. I really, don't want to do a YouTube video if I'm like this and stuff like that. I really want to be upbeat and happy for you guys. So again, I really, really, really apologize. And I'm sorry if I angered you or upset you, because I know I am not, fulfilling, I'm not being a loyal YouTuber to you guys, considering you guys take time out of your days to comment, watch my videos, and subscribe and everything like that. And I know I haven't been the best YouTuber to you guys, and I really apologize for that. But hopefully things will kind of turn onto a brighter side, if that's how you would say it. Hopefully things will start, getting better, and I'm trying to make a goal to myself to maybe upload at least one video per week, for that would give me a couple days during the week to, edit and things like that. So hopefully that will be a good goal for me, and hopefully I will succeed in that goal. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with today's video, and today's video is going to be kind of my hair care routine, I guess you would call it. It's not going to be one of those videos where I show you how I straighten my hair or I curl my hair or anything. It's just going to be a video where I kind of give you just how I generally take care of my hair, like what shampoo I use, what conditioner I use, and things like that. And this video was actually requested by one of my subscribers, and the subscriber name is BaileyRSinger. So thank you so much, BaileyRSinger, for requesting this video. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I really hope I exceed your expectations. So without further ado, I guess I will go ahead and start telling you guys about my hair care routine. So before I actually started this video, I actually went through some other hair care routine videos to kind of figure out what information to put in this video. So I actually have kind of some notes to keep me on track. So I guess I will start with these. The first couple questions are gonna kind of be just info about my hair, like for an example, my hair type and things like that, and then I'm going to kind of go into the products I use and styling tools that I use. So the first kind of description or information about my hair is my hair type. I have, I would say, normal to oily hair. Like this right now is actually second day hair for me. I can go usually 2 days maybe. Like right now I'm thinking, it's kind of looking a little greasy to me, and I, would consider washing my hair tonight. So I mean, it's not like I take a shower one day and the next morning or the next afternoon it's greasy, it's a grease pit and everything, but I can't, you know, go for a long period of time without washing my hair without it looking like a grease pit. So secondly on my list I have, is my hair thin or thick? And my hair is thick. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera if my hair is thick or thin, but I do have a thick amount of hair. Okay, so next on my list is my hair length, and as you can tell right now, my hair length is about maybe a little bit longer than shoulder length. But if you guys actually look back on some of my older videos, you guys can tell that I did have longer hair, and I usually do, you know, typically keep my hair at a longer length. But actually I cut my hair back, I think in October or November of last year. I can't quite remember which month, but every so often once I grow my hair out to a certain length, or about a certain length, I do choose to cut my hair about, I think 10 or 11 inches, I think 10. I cut 10 inches off and donate it to Locks of Love, and if you're not familiar with Locks of Love, I will link their link down below in the description bar, but it is an amazing organization or foundation, and what it is a organization or foundation, not quite sure what term is correct for them, but what they do is they have people send in like kind of like ponytails of 10 or 11 inches of hair, and then they take those ponytails and they take about 6 of them, I think, that are about the same hair color, same hair length, you know, same hair type and everything, and they make a wig for somebody. I don't know if they have an exact age range or anything, but they take those ponytails and make it into a wig for somebody who has a medical diagnosis that makes them have hair loss. So like for an example, like cancer patients or anything, they make wigs for them at no cost to them at all. So I really enjoy doing that. Okay, next is kind of like my hair texture, kind of like, is my hair curly, is it straight, and kind of like naturally. And when my hair is typically longer, it usually is pretty pin straight by itself naturally, but kind of, as you can see, when it's kind of shorter, when I do cut it shorter, it does kind of have a little bit more of a body, kind of a little bit more of a wave. Not a lot, like I'm not trying to say this isn't straight at all. I know this is, to people who have naturally really curly hair, this is like straight, but for me this is a little bit more, it has a little bit more of a body texture, more of a wave texture. Okay, for my hair color, you guys can obviously tell that I have brown hair. I really don't know if I would say if it's a dark or light, because generally I think I would have light colored hair, but I actually have a friend who her hair is like, when you put her hair next to mine, hers is really light, so I would say it's on the darker end, but I also know that there's also like a lot more dark brown colored hair out there, so I guess I would say it's kind of a semi-dark brown hair color, but this is actually my natural hair color. I don't have any highlights or lowlights, or I haven't dyed my hair or anything. Okay, so now for about how often do I wash my hair. I usually typically like to wash my hair every other day, but I can generously go 2 to 3 days without washing it. Like after 3 days I have to wash it, but if I'm not feeling well or anything like that, or for any reason, I can typically go 2 to 3 days before it gets really greasy. Okay, so now since I've kind of gone over kind of like the general information about my hair, I'm going to kind of go into like the products that I use on my hair and the heat tools that I use. Okay, for shampoo and conditioner, I usually tend to like not, you know, stick to one shampoo and one conditioner for a long period of time. Like usually if I run out of shampoo or conditioner, I'll just go to the store and pick up a shampoo and conditioner that just kind of catches my eye, but lately I have been sticking to the shampoo and conditioner for quite some time. Like, I think this is like my second or third bottle for each. Shampoo and conditioner that I use are both from Garnier Fructis, and it is from the Fortifying line, I guess you could say. For shampoo, I use the Garnier Fructis Fortifying Shampoo, and this is what it looks like. And it says on the bottle, it just claims that it's 94% biodegradable. It has no silicone, no parabens, no dyes. And it has a berry antioxidant, and it says stronger, healthier hair with no weigh down. So this is the shampoo that I use, and I use the matching conditioner too. So this is the Garnier Fructis Fortifying Conditioner, and this actually is not 94% biodegradable, it's 92% biodegradable, but that's still good. But again, this has no silicone, no parabens, no dyes, and again it has a berry antioxidant, and it says stronger, healthier hair with no weigh down. So these are the shampoo and conditioner that I currently use. For hair products, I usually just typically use only 2 hair products, and the first one being a detangler. So currently I am using the Suave Kids Soft and Smooth Detangler in Twirlin Strawberry. So kind of a cute little detangler, and I have to say it does smell pretty good. And then the second product, and pretty much the last product I use in my hair, when I do use heat, I do use the i.CHI 44 Iron Guard. This is actually like the first heat protectant that I've ever bought. I really don't use heat on my hair. If I do, it's probably maybe 1 time a week at the most. I really don't. Like with my chronic illness, I have muscle weakness in my arms, so it's a hassle for me to like straighten my hair or curl it or anything like that. So I typically don't use heat on my hair unless if I blow dry it, and if I do, this is the heat protectant that I use. But if I were to use all this up, I would try a cheaper alternative just because it's a little pricey. Okay, so last but not least, I'm just going to kind of go over the hair tools if I were to do any styling to my hair or hair drying. So first off, for my hair dryer, like I said, I usually typically don't hair dry my hair or blow dry my hair. I typically towel dry it, but if I do, like if I'm going somewhere and I take a shower before, I'll blow dry it, of course. But I just use my parents' hair dryer. I really don't own, I don't personally own one. But this is the Remington T Studio Collection hair dryer. Really, really don't know what to say about it. It does work nicely for the purpose that I need it to do. So this is what it looks like. So that is that, and I think I looked on the internet, and I think on the site that I was reading on, it does run about $40 in case if you are interested. For the only minimal purpose that I need this for, it does a great job. So for heat hair styling tools, I really only use 2, and one being a straightener or a flat iron. And I typically like don't use it for straightening, obviously, but sometimes I use it to kind of do some like curls or waves or things like that. So this is the i.CHI flat iron that I have, and it actually is a i.CHI. I got this about 2 or 3 years ago as a birthday present from my grandparents, and this is this is the flat iron. So it is a silver chrome type outer. And then this is the box that it came in. So it is an i.CHI silver chrome ceramic hairstyling iron for silky smooth hair. And it's from the Chrome collection, and it's from JCPenney, and it says it's a JCPenney exclusive. So I'm assuming it's this type of i.CHI is only sold at JCPenney's, which is where my grandparents got it for me. And it did actually come with a free thermal bag, so that's really nice. But I think my grandparents, because I was actually with them because they let me pick it out, I think it ran about $100, I think. Okay, and last but not least, for the last second heat hairstyling tool that I use is this, and I know I'm not really supposed to, or it's not the best ideal way to store this with the cord wrapped around it, but it is the, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, it is the Jose Eber 19mm curling iron. So this is what it looks like. So it's one of those clampless curling irons. Well, it's actually called a curling wand, but pretty much you just wrap it around like that. So it's really nice, and it just has your on and off switch. But a little bit background about this. Again, this is the Jose Eber Signature Series 19mm curling iron, and this is the packaging that it came in. And this actually has lifetime warranty, which is really nice. So if it were to ever break on me, which I doubt it would, I could, if I keep the box and I keep the paperwork and everything, I can just ship it off back to the studio, and then they'll send it back with a new one. So these are typically a little bit more on the expensive side. I think I went on his website. I think they run about $200, which is like outrageous. But I was lucky enough to, I was at kind of like a rodeo trade show type place, and I was able to get it for like a discounted price, because it was one of the places where, or it was one of those events, or I think they just do it in general, where if multiple people are there trying to buy it, the more people that are going to buy it, the more percentage you get off. So we really got a really good deal. So that is pretty much my typical hair care routine. That is kind of the general information about my hair, the general hair products that I use, and the hairstyling tools that I use, and just kind of how I take care of my hair. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any other questions about my hair that I didn't go over in this video, please feel free to comment down below with them or message me here on YouTube with them. I would be more than happy to answer them. And I think that's pretty much it. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.